So today I'm going to talk about why I think Avatar 2 was honestly amazing. Like, it left me in tears. I felt so hopeful after I left the theater. I I was just like in awe of God. Like, I just never wanted to leave. I never wanted to leave Pandora. I was like, I want to live there. I want to be a Navi. And they did all that with such a simple story. So, let's dig into why I think that is. Okay, so why was it so simple? I think the first thing was it was very black and white. So there was good guys and bad guys. You know, the Colonel, he was the bad guy. He's always been the bad guy. They brought him back from the dead. He's now an Avatar. Sorry, spoilers. That's in the trailer, though. Jake Sully and his family, they are the good guys, obviously. And, you know, it's very much human against nature, but nature is, like, included with the Na'vi. You know, that's, like, the theme of the story. So very simple on that front. The writing was also a little bit simple, but I feel like that played to its strengths. A lot of this I feel like played to its strengths, but I'll talk about that in just a second. And then lastly, I think the story structure. So it was very Save the Cat, very superhero, very like we have hero. Hero goes through trials, lots of trials. They face the villain. They're about to face the villain. The villain looks like they're gonna win and they're not. You know, like a very black and white story. So I obviously won't spoil the end, but there is a third one. So as you can imagine, they don't all die. This isn't Endgame. Just kidding. Infinity War. So that's basically kind of like what I thought was simple overall, which, in my opinion, was a really smart move by James Cameron. Yes. I think that was a really, really smart move because of how vast and how complicated and how long the movie was and how many characters are in it and how much he wanted to put in. Like, James Cameron put in so much to this movie. It needed some simple, just like black and white thing to take us from point A to point B so that we could have the experience of Pandora. We could have the experience with all of the Bantus and the creatures and all of the like animals and all the other water Navi, and like there was so much more that we got to see about Pandora in this movie. And I think that complexity was really vital to the film. I don't think this film would have survived that. Obviously, it is Pandora. Pandora is like insanely beautiful and gorgeous, but it needed that structure of simplicity to take it all the way through. I think a lot of the characters build off of this main theme of the Na'vi, which is respecting the culture and respecting the land that they live on. And so I think that is just such a beautiful, just honorable thing that they do. And I think, honestly, for me, watching a film where people, or Na'vi or whatever they are, like respecting their land, respecting the elders, or trying to at least, and you know, there's a lot of discord between Jake and his son, but like sons, and but the overall theme was honor and respect, and I think that in itself was so powerful and so just like life-giving. Just, I don't know. I live in America, so like here we don't have any honor for our people. We don't really care about the planet, like, and it's not like a respect, and it's not like an honor of the earth, and it's not an honor of our elders, and there's none of that here. Everyone is just like me, independent, which I think there is a power in independence, but I think there's also a power in honor and respect. And it also goes back to like the spiritual element of the movie. Like, I loved Awa, and I loved like Curie. She's Sigourney Weaver, I don't remember her character's name, but her child in this movie, and she's adopted by Jake's family and Jake and Tiri, and she's just like an oddball, but she's like so in tune with Awa, and like at one point she's like, I can feel her heartbeat, and her dad asks, what does her heartbeat sound like? And she goes, mighty. And like, I don't know why, but that makes me want to cry. Like, that's just so powerful. And just like, I think I think a part of me just like is connecting my relationship with God and her relationship with Awa, and like it seems it's just so beautiful. You know, there's just so much beauty there. And I think that's why I left this movie with this complete, almost like spiritual filled. I was emotionally filled. I felt like I had a good cry. I felt like I felt heard and understood, and I felt like literally just a breath of fresh air. Like it was just like I love this movie, which is why I was like I'm making a video on this. I'm making a video on this. It's just when you leave a theater feeling that way, and you want to go back and you want to watch it like 7 more times because it's just so amazing. Ugh, I don't even know. Like, I cannot believe that this movie, that Puss in Boots did better than this movie. like, that makes me so frustrated. But this movie, like, if you haven't seen it, please go see it before it goes out of theaters. Like, I don't even care. Like, even if you're not a Christian, if you are a Christian, it's not a Christian movie. It's not about Christianity. It's about connecting with nature, and it's about connecting with God, and it's about it's just it's good. It's good. You should go watch it. Anyways, I loved it. I sobbed through the whole thing, and I left with the biggest smile on my face, and I left having so much more respect for God and the beauty that He creates on this planet, and like, geez, my gosh, I wish we were all like that. I wish we all could respect nature and love nature like that. I'm obsessed with nature, so I feel like there's a connection there for me, but I think anyone, whether you care about the outdoors or not, like, it's a great movie, and it's just so wholesome, and it makes you feel so loved and appreciated at the end. And yes, there is a simple story structure, but it carries the whole complexity of the world and the whole complexity of the feelings and the emotions. And can we just talk about how insane the filming was? It was all underwater. The actors, bravo to the actors. They had to hold their breath for like 6 or 7 minutes at a time to film those scenes. Like, I could not do that. But go see it. It's amazing. And if you're not gonna see it in theaters, at least watch it on Disney Plus, because my gosh, it's amazing. But yeah. And if you have seen it and you wanna talk about it, like, leave me a comment. How did you guys feel after you left the theater? Like, did you feel what I'm feeling right now? Like this, like, or did you kind of feel like, that was okay? Like, I want to know, is this just like my personal experience, or is this like what everyone is feeling from this movie? Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you next time.